And as we continue here around the crawl space, you can see, this is a 3,800 square foot crawl space, as we mentioned before. We're doing a full liner install on this. The mechanicals here are in place, and a pretty elaborate system that we have here. Again, just to restore this crawl space to its original intent. And over here, we'll show you the exhaust fans. Now, this is where you saw the intake. Well, we've got triple exhaust on the far side of the house, which we're exhausting the air today. And today it's like 65 degrees. The dew points are down in the tank. I mean, it's so dry out there today that there's hardly any moisture in the air. It's real pretty, not only here in the South, but through the entire Midwestern part of the country. And why not use this outside air when it's available? And that way these fans are running on low voltage. That's low 1/12 the power consumption that it'll take to run that expensive dehumidifier. And that dehumidifier does use a lot of energy. So this is where you really see the sweet spot by combining the technologies of controlled ventilation and a sealed crawl space. And to be able to invite the outside air in when it's available will save this customer hundreds, perhaps thousands of dollars over the next few years in energy savings. Especially on a crawl space of this size, 3,800 square feet, and it's 10 foot tall in here. So that's a lot of cubic footage of air that has to be conditioned. So certainly any help that we can get from the outside is certainly beneficial. So let's go this way. As you can see, more of the drain system install, or the drains, existing footing drain. We did add some rocks here and there to help make the system a little more efficient. And here's another dead corner fan, and these can swivel in any direction that we need to point them, so that that we're moving the air across the crawl space environment in a logical fashion. And you'll see here also I wanted to show the wood moisture sensor. The system can run a wood moisture sensor, and I really like this feature because relative humidity is such a poor way to gauge a crawl space. And a wood moisture sensor, as you can see, it's just a piece of southern yellow pine with a sensor stuck in it, but this gives us a true reading of what the floor system really is. And I'll see mistakes made by professionals that don't know. You can't take a reading from an engineered floor joist and get a true reading. It's got to be a piece of southern yellow pine. That's what the probes are designed to do on these moisture readers. And certainly to have an independent wood moisture reading go into that controller, this is the most accurate piece of science that you have on the system to determine whether or not to fire the fans. And we have that set at 18%. So if it goes above 18%, it'll put the system into alarm, and we'll know to come out here for service and investigate what the problem is. But again, looking around here, they just did a super job on the cleaning. That material really, most of the staining was removed. The product that we use for mold cleaning is very good, and it's non-invasive. Doesn't damage the wood like some of the other processes like dry ice blasting or soda blasting. We don't have to do any of that. It's very gentle, therapeutic. You basically apply the treatments and then just wipe it clean, and it removes the soil load as well as destroying the material. A very good cleaning job here. Also, we do want to have a third party in a lot of these jobs to check us. A job of this size, I'm always going to bring a third-party hygienist in to clear the work, to take random samples, send them off to make sure that we got it all. And we actually did 2 clearances on this house. The homeowner had their own hygienist do a clearance, as well as we brought in one that we work with a lot, who's very picky. And so both clearance tests were negative, and And you'll see that on your screen, a copy of that clearance test, and see what they look like here for a second. But so we know proof positive with a third party that this crawl space is free of mold. So we really can hit the reset button here, and we've got a great system set up here. Some folks will say, 3,800 square feet, you need 2 dehumidifiers. I see that nonsense all the time. If you're running controlled ventilation, you don't need 2 dehumidifiers. Basically, those 3 intake fans that you saw on the other side of the crawl space create enough CFMs to offset 3 commercial dehumidifiers. So when you do that math in your head, you really begin to realize the silliness of some of the encapsulation companies pushing multiple dehumidifiers in a crawl space when you can move the air around with these fans. So certainly one of the flaws in the industry that people are starting to kind of find out about. So only 1 dehumidifier is needed for this 3,800 square foot crawl space with the assistance of the outside fans. Here is the interior wood moisture, this is the interior sensor package, which is sending data back to that controller. The controller, you can look at the screen, you can see relative humidity, temperature, dew point, all the relevant information that you need to know what the conditions are here down here. And again, it's all from this box, and very easy to operate. Also, this crawl space was very well lit already, but it does have the ability to run a low voltage lighting system. And so on many of our installations, we're just doing it. We'll include 2 or 3 low voltage lights on the controls, so that the customer, if they want, they can turn the light on and off. And I really like that. It's a nice feature, and most people forget to turn their lights off. This system is designed to shut the lights off after a certain period of time if you forget to turn them off. So what a nice tool to have for an HVAC contractor that wants to do maintenance on the HVAC unit, to be able to turn the lights on and off. But of course, this house already had plenty of lights, and that program wasn't needed. So, but yeah, a lot to unpack. This is a really big house, and it's easy to get around in, so naturally I was pretty excited about shooting the video today. And you can see the difference between before and after. What an amazing difference. And to be able to share such a highly advanced, technologically green piece of technology with this homeowner, they win on all fronts. You got a clean crawl space, you've got a low voltage system that runs the main part of the system. The dehumidifier will probably last 15-20 years. The conditions are perfect down here today, and they won't have to worry about any more crawl space issues. The sump pump has been fixed. The exit line has been repaired. We've really, I can't think of anything else that we can do to make this crawl space more efficient, and that they've already done here. So I hope that you've learned a little bit about controlled ventilation, vapor barriers, insulation, encapsulation, any of these types of things that you might have questions about. You can give us a call at the number at the bottom of your screen, and we'll be glad to answer those questions. Foundation drainage, these guys are good at doing outside drainage protocols, drainage swales, catch basins and buried exit lines for downspouts. They do all that kind of stuff too. So, we don't just do crawl space work, but by far, certainly they certainly do really good work. And I think some of the best work I've seen in town here. But yeah, we appreciate you joining us today. Hope you have a good rest of the day. And again, this is Michael Mazarang. Take care.